this variable name called as a city. Save this. Okay, save the file. After that, how to run that? Come to the CMD, and under the CMD here you will type node, N-O-D-E, node space, node space, node space. What is your file name? Array1, array1.js, array1.js. Enter. It should print the Bangalore there. If everything is well, it should print the Bangalore. Printing Bangalore. That meaning our file is on proper place, and inside the file what we have written, that is also proper, and page is loading properly. Like page is able to print something. Right? Add one more variable here. A variable may be city2 equal to Mumbai. City2 equal to Mumbai. Now we can go here and we can write one more line. Console.log city2. Console.log city2. Console.log city2. After that, save the file. Again, return back to the node. This one CMD and run the same. Node space array1.js. See what is happening. Oh, I made something wrong. Both variable is city only. Second should be city2. Second one should be city2. Second one should be city2. Now we can run and check once. Suppose a lot of content came in my CMD, how I can clear? With the help of CLS. CLS will clear all. It will clear all the your unnecessary content. You will write again node space file name array1.js and enter. Bangalore and Mumbai. Right? Clear. Now see how many city you have. Two city you have. You created two variable, city and city2. Suppose if you have 100 city name, how many variable you will create? We have two city as of now, so we created two variable, city and city2. It is printing. In case if you have 100 city name, how many variable you will create? 100 variable. 100 variable you will create. Huh? 100 variable will create. You will not be aware of which variable is holding what. Will not remember. No? Where is the Mumbai? We need to find is A, B, C, D, which is there. Okay, and that much variable name will bring from where? We'll write city 1, city 2, city 3, city 3. City 8, who is stored? We need to go and check, okay, city 8, what is that? It will take longer than expected, okay? So, solution is, for that only this line has come in the market. That is which one? Array. Array says like, suppose if you have one value, you store in one variable, print it happily, no problem. If you have two value, use two variable. If you have five value, no problem, use five variable. But if you have bulk value, then you can't manage it. Programming will become too difficult. Then in that case, we have to come up with this idea. Idea called array. Array says like, you don't need to worry whether you have one value, you have no value, you have 100 value also, you have 1000 value also, and value is increasing, decreasing, depend on public need. Okay, in all the cases, the concept of array will help you. Use the concept of array. In one variable, you can store all the values, right? And in one variable, if you store multiple values, your variable will not mix all together. There will be 100 values, but all will be separate. Okay. Policy, rule, regulation is there, right? That way we can go into a store. Okay. So I will come now here, and this one I will comment directly. This is called multi-line comment. Multi-line comment. Multi-line comment. Okay. The lockdown what was there in the market, corona has changed the lifestyle of a lot of people. Okay, how they have changed? See, I met with some people here only, in our place only, in our class only, not in this class, in some other class. Okay, people have 4-year experience. Okay, they are 4-year experience. They are the employee of multinational company. Their salaries are 10 plus lakh. Okay, they are 4-year experience people, many people, and their salaries are 10 plus lakh. Angular developer, and they don't know how to create a example 1.html and run in browser. No idea how to create the file, where to save, and how to run in the browser. What you will say? You are better than them, no? Better than them or not? 0-year experience, but still master. Okay, whatever we know, we are good, right? Because the next, after 1 or 2 months, company has called them. Company have asked them to come and report to the office. Now problem will come. There is someone else to support the job. 50% salary someone else is taking, and they are working for them. Someone else taken the interview, clear the interview. Document is there, photo is there, but work is someone else. Work is being done by someone else. Group, not one group of the people. An entire group of the people don't know how to create a file and run in the browser. Become surprised how you people clear the interview. And that also complex company, not simple company, complex company where interview will be very tough. Okay. Amazing. People are completely different. I told them, learn quickly. Else, at any moment, company will call you within 2 months. Learn quickly, gain the knowledge equal to, then go to the office. Okay, come. So what we discussed, we are going to create one variable in such a way that variable can hold multiple values. Okay, let's create. Var will remain same, no changes in that. And variable name, we will change it in like city list. City list, okay. I have written here, this is called multi-line comment. City list equal to a square bracket will come here. This square bracket represent the array. Wherever the square bracket will come, that particular nature of the variable will become as an array. Okay. Suppose here we have written in the beginning, city equal to Bangalore. Now city variable is not a array, it's a string. It's holding the data in string form. Okay. But here the nature of the city list variable, the data type of city list become as an array. Okay, it can hold any type of value. Number also, a string also, boolean also, anything it will hold. Okay. Now see how it is going to hold. So in this we'll store only a string value. Next example we'll store all. Number also, a string also, alphanumeric also, everything. So let's add some first city name. Example Bangalore. Next college, Pune. Next college, Chennai. Next college, Kolkata. Something can add Delhi. Ready? Now come down. Maybe 1 or 2 days, one maybe day after tomorrow, day before yesterday only, when we have written some JavaScript code, there we have written in that website also I posted a question how to find the length of a string and array in JavaScript. What was the property? Dot length, right? Now dot length will help you to find the length of a string also, and it will help you to find the length of array also. Here we have written city. If you write city dot length, it will give the total number of character. Here we have how many elements? Now we have a store Bangalore, Pune, 3 and 2, 5. If it says city list dot length, it will say only 5. It is not going to find the length of character. It is going to find the length of values. How many values? Okay. Now see, I will write a comment here to understand inside array what we have and what are the technical words. Okay. So suppose city list is the array. Inside the city list, you will have called index and another one you have called value. Index and value. Index position I can write here. Index and element, not value, element. These two are the technical word. Element and index. Or people call it the index position also people call. Index hyphen position. Index hyphen position and then call it a element. Okay. Index you can call or index position also you can call and last call as a element. Now see how I am arranging it. City list is the array name. Inside the city list on 0 position index, you will find a element called this one, called as a Bangalore. Okay, this is called, you are seeing the structure of the array, how the array is storing the data, because the variable is only one and value is multiple. So how all values are storing in one variable. So we can say array name, position name, and after that element name. At the place of element, what is coming? Bangalore. At the point, at the place of position, 0 is coming. At the place of array, your city list is coming. So city list become as a here. This should be as a array. So your city list become as a array, 0 become as a index, and Bangalore become as a element. Now this way we can write all 3, 4, and we can change the value. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, then 4. Okay, Bangalore, Chennai, Kolkata. This becomes a structure of the array. Now come down. How to print the value of the array? So here I can write a heading, a structure of array. Structure of array. This is called a structure of array. Now below we'll write how to print the value of the array. Okay. So whichever the value we have stored, technically it is called as a element. And where the value is stored, that is called as a index position. Okay. So when you read the array from, when you read the data from array, you have to point to the position. Then you will get the element directly. For example, suppose if you want to print the Chennai, let's go here, console.log. Chennai you can't print directly. Chennai is stored in which variable? City list. But in city list, there is a multiple elements, multiple values are there. So you have to now check Chennai is available on which position. So Chennai is available on second position. Since the array start from 0, so definitely once it is starting from 0, then last will be length minus 1. So total are how many? 5s are there. But it is starting is 0. Last one we can find on 4 position. So it's always the complete true line about array. Array first element start from where? 0. Last element will be length minus 1 position. Okay. And inside the array we have two term only. One is called index. Another one is called element. The values what we are storing, it is called element. And where the values are stored, that is called index position. Okay. So while addressing a element from the array, we have to give their address. So under the city list, on which position the particular element is exist, that position you have to specify. After that, automatically it will print the value from the array. Run this file, see once what is happening. Chennai is printing. It should print the Chennai. Okay, it should print the Chennai. Let me see as well. I'll go here in CMD and I can check here what is going to come. Node space array 1.js. It will say call Chennai. Okay. Now inside array, you have 5 elements, right? 5 element we have. So 5 element we have, then no problem. We can print 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is okay. If 100, 200 is there, then how to do? For loop is for that. Loop we have loop for that. If 1 to 5 we have, we can print usually okay 0, 1, 2, 3 we can print. But if there is a lot of, in day-to-day life example, you know already, when you search the bus from the Bangalore to Hyderabad, when you search down on the Red Bus website or maybe multiple website, yatra.com here there, we search the buses from the Bangalore to Hyderabad. Now what will happen? Someday you will find there is a lot of bus, 100 plus bus will come in the list. Someday you will find there is a 2-3 buses, right? So what is that? You give the input in your computer, click on search. From your computer, a request will go to the Yatra server. Now from Yatra server, buses details are not in yatra.com server. Buses details are there in the somewhere else. Bus company will hold how many bus is available from Hyderabad to Bangalore for tomorrow. Like your bus company is different. You have only one bus for tomorrow. I have one bus company. I have 2 buses for tomorrow. One person have 5 buses for tomorrow from Bangalore to Hyderabad. Now what should happen? A customer is searching all the bus should come in the list. So what will happen? Yatra.com will collect the information from multiple places, and all the information will collect from multiple places and combine together and then form a final array. Inside the array, there may be 2 records, there may be 3 records, there may be 100 records. After that, run a for loop. Right? Inside the array, you got 10 bus details. Now run a for loop and display inside the page. That is called as a use of the array. Okay. When you go to the Facebook, someday you will find only one notification is there. Someday you will find there is a 20, 30 notification. So what is that? It's a length of the array. Yeah? When the notification will come on the top pop-up, it's called length of the array. It's a 5. What is the 5? Messages. So how they will count there is a 5 messages? It's come in the form of array. So they will find, oh, length is how many? 5. Click on that. All the elements it will display. Okay. Clear? So array is a completely backbone of your programming. Without array, none of the technology will move ahead. It will feel like, oh, I'm static. Okay. Go to the ATM machine. When you enter the amount 5,000 here, there, loop will start. Loop will start, no? Sound will come something. That is called what? Loop will run there. Loop will run, right? Loop only will run there, no? So that there is the 3 tray, the calculation will happen. In which tray, how many loops should run? Finally, money should come out, go to the final tray. And final tray, once the loop will finish, loop will get terminated, final tray will be dispatched. Money will come out. That is called loop only. Okay, so we have to keep in mind array is the backbone of your everything. Without array, your programming will be static. Your web application will be static. Flipkart, you go, you will see the list of the product. Click on add to cart. In cart, it will display only one. Again, you click one more product, add to cart. How much it will come? 2 will display. You add 4, 5 item, it will display how many? 4, 5. What is that? Length of the array. Okay, once you click on that cart item, then it will display the element of the array. What are the elements are inside? Product name, price, quantity, name, price, multi-dimensional array. Okay, so everything is based on array. Come now. So this will have printed. Now I will go here and how to print the last element dynamically. Suppose inside the array, elements are increasing and decreasing. Someone is added, someone is deleted, someone is added, someone is deleted. So insert and delete is happening. Where? Inside the array. User has one side, they are adding, deleting. One person wanted to know what is the last element. Okay. First element you can get easily. On which position? 0 position. If the 10 element also 0 is the first. If the 100 also, then the 0 is the first. But sometime inside the array there is a 10 element. Last will be available on 9th position. Sometime inside the array there is 100. Last will be available on 99 position. Now suppose now there is 100. You printed 99. After 1 hour becomes 80. So where is the last element? 79 position. You are printing which one? 99. What you will face? Error. Because you have written hardcode value. Okay. So to get the last element of the array, we have 2 methods. Either you write static or you write as a dynamic. Okay. Let's go here. Write a static, how to print. Inside the array, how many elements we have? 5 we have. So where is the last element? On 4th position. So I can write here 4, it will print directly. No problem. It will print the daily. But if you are printing daily, before printing, one person deleted the Chennai. Now daily will go to which position? 3rd position. You are printing 4th position, you will get error. That is called a static. Now come down and write dynamically how to print that. So we can write here, city list the array. Inside the array, you have to find city list dot length. So what will be the length here? Look at here. Inside the city list array, I am finding the city list dot length. So it will give me total 5. As of now, it will give only 5, no? Total 5 it will give. Now, but our last element is available on fourth position. If I print here directly city list dot length, it will give the error because your element is ending at fourth position and you are printing the fifth one. It will give the error. So array dot length -1. Always at every moment, anyone let the user to add, delete anything. At every time, it will give you the last element. At every time, it will give the last element. How that works? City list is array. We are finding the length of the array. We are finding the length of the self. So length of the self is how much? City list dot length is 5. Now we did a -1. Will give us a 4. Maybe suppose after some time a user has deleted the Chennai. Now what is the length of the array? 4. 4 -1, 3. Maybe after some time user has added Hyderabad and Mumbai. So becomes how many? 6. 6 -1, 5. So this line becomes a dynamic or not? So this line becomes complete dynamic. So nothing difficult, simple array inside the array length dot array length -1. It will give the last. So we are going to follow this syntax every time. Check now. This will also give you the last element. Check both the line. This is giving the fourth element, daily. This will also give the daily. Okay, so hope working. Okay, go ahead then. Now this file we will leave. In this we understood, okay, how to print the first, how to print the last, what is the, you can say, a structure of the array, how to create array. Now you can copy the same array from this file and paste in the next file, give array2.js. Copy same from here, paste in the next file, give file name array2.js. Array2.js. Array code, array line, take from there. come down now. Use the map function. Okay, how map function is going to work? Or shall we write first for loop? Write based on for loop first. Okay, we want to read all the elements from array, so we'll create a variable I as a 0, because our first element inside array is starting from 0 position. I, where I equal to 0, I less than city list dot length. It's checking under the city list how many elements are there. Where I equal to 0, I less than city list dot length. Okay, city list dot length. Now you are starting from 0, 0, and we have to go till length. So what we'll do? Plus plus is required. Console.log city list will remain same. Inside, instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, I will come here now. Inside, instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, I will come now. The position of I will keep change always. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So from the city list, it will take the particular position and print inside the page. For printing all the elements. Node space array 2.js. I have certain city, all the cities are coming from. Right? Printed all city name or error. Let me see you. City list is fire like not space array to dot array to all the elements. Okay, so it's a printing all the elements, right? Now, so in market as of now, if you go on React.js or if you are going on JavaScript, okay, for loop is there, while loop is there, do while is there, all are there. Then you will ask in modern programming, okay, nowadays it is not traditional programming, it's the modern programming in the market. In modern programming, how the people print the array, which function they use to print the array. Do they use the for loop or while loop or do while? None of this theory. People use this one. Map and for each. Map will say, look at your code. How many times you have written plus plus and minus minus? Here initialization you are doing. Here condition you are checking. Here again plus plus minus minus you are doing. Correct? Map function will say this all you leave it. You give me the array. Individual array I will read and I will give you individual. For loop is also doing the same. It's reading individual element and printing inside the page. But here we have to start the condition, we have to end the condition, and we have to write the statement, increment, decrement, everything we have to do. Map function says you don't need to initialize, you don't need to start, you don't need to end. Just give me the array, I will guide you to print the statement. Okay? That people use in the market. Which one? In interview, people will not ask to do while for loop and while loop nowadays. People will ask this one. Which one? Map. What is the map function and how it works? What is the for each and how it works? Come in the same point. You can compare and you will understand also. Okay, which one is the easy? Write a comment. First syntax for map function. The first syntax for map function. No. The first syntax of map function. What is that? Array name dot map. Array name dot map. Array name dot map. After that, this map function need two times that function symbol. It's called fat arrow method. Fat arrow method. Fat arrow method. Okay. Now, in this, so inside the city list array, as we discussed in the last file, we found two things, one as a element and another as a position. In the previous example, you saw here same thing, no? a position, that is called index, and another one is called element. Index and element. Here map function is saying you give me the array. After that, I will split the index and element separate. Index will be separate. Sorry, element will be separate, and their index will be separate. Okay. How that comes? Like suppose right here, my value, my index. My value and my index. Now let's look at the array part. Okay. Inside the city list, we have some element. Now suppose the city list you will write here. Where? Under the map. City list dot map. Or let me complete this. Let me complete this. My value. Example. City list dot map. Name of the city. Index of the city. Okay, written. City list dot map. So now city list is the array. From array, when the map function, see the map function is going to call itself till the number of elements inside your array. So inside your array, how many elements you have? For me, there is a total 4 element. For me, there is a total 4 element. See what will happen is 4 element I have. So the map function will be called total 4 times. Map function will call total 4 times. When it will call first time, it will point to the first element of your array. When the map function will call first time, it will take the first element of your array. So what is that first element? Bangalore. Bangalore will go to the name, and the position of Bangalore will go to the index. In the first loop, map function is also going to call itself multiple times. It is not like only one time it will call. How many elements you have inside the array, that many time it is going to call. Okay. So it will say city list dot map. The first time when the loop will run, it will take the first element of array and it will send to the name variable. So first element is Bangalore. Bangalore will go to the name and their position will go to the index. Second loop. Which one is the next? Pune. Pune will go to the name and position of Pune will go to the index. Third loop. Kolkata will go to the name and then position of Kolkata will go to the index. And this way it will run till how many elements? Till end of the elements. Okay. Now see, every time the map function is giving you their value and position. Value and position. The value is stored under the name variable and position is stored under the index variable. These two are variable. This name and index are variable. It can be any variable. Name can be city name, index can be my index, anything. AB you can write, ABC XYZ you can write, no problem. It's a local variable. Okay. So what is happening at runtime? The value from the city list array will go to the map function, and map function will split into two parts: position and value, position and value. and below you can print both. Console.log, you can print first name, or maybe first you can print as a index, comma, I given separator here, huge space, check this file. See how that look, it's running or not. Error. File name. City.map. So now array you have created properly. I equal to 0, I less than city dot alien plus plus console dot log city list of I. Okay, also here. Right. What is this? It says that class city CITY. Really, for this. And here is right. Spelling is made. You know what is the spelling I have written. Okay, after that, let me run this and see how it is coming. Array tool, something like this. Element and position both. Element and position both, right? Now see, compare to for loop. Compare to for loop. In for loop, how many places semicolon? 1 semicolon, 2 semicolon, 3 semicolon. How many places dot and here there? So many places. Compared to map function, see, come in map function, I will tell you little advanced feature. It has a one simple method also. Let's come write that one. That maybe you will feel much comfortable. Let me write here another line. Console.log. This is based on fat arrow method. Function we will be learning. Fat arrow function. We'll come to know what is that. Now see. Write again city list dot map. City list dot map. Just follow only one function symbol. Keep inside called name. Again use this arrow key. And here only print like this. No need to use the double arrow key. So this becomes a map function without index. The previous one you have written map function with index. This map function without index. Console dot log. You will write here called name. Console dot log as a name. Only name. Because from city list, individual city name is going to name variable. From city list, individual name is going to city list variable as a name variable. This can be in the single line also, and this can be in the multi-line also. Okay, hope written the second method. Run that again. In that, you don't have any index option. In that, there is no any index option. Directly, it is printing the element. Come now. Now, same map function you copy, maybe first one or second one, paste below, and exactly same thing you copy paste. Maybe first method, if you feel comfortable, copy the first is also fine. Paste here. Okay. First you copy paste console.log console.log. Just I have written one separator, and instead of map, right here for each, FOREACH, E will be capital. All same, everything same. Instead of map, use for each. E will be capital. For each, E will be capital. So not good, similar or different? Similar, no difference at all. Okay, we can write here for each. Your React is designed based on map function. That is not based on for each function. If you are writing only JavaScript, then you can use the for each or map, anything is okay. But in your React, there is no use of the for each. There is only one function called map. Only one function called map. It is for the single dimensional also, for multi-dimensional also, and for nested array also. Everywhere map. Yes. And it will reduce your lot of complexity. If you use for see here only is on when you have written the for loop, how many places plus minus you are doing? Comma, length, many things we are writing. But in map, what you are doing? You have not found anywhere length at all. Directly you given the array dot map. So now map function will start reading your array, and how many elements are there, that many times the map function will call automatically. Error. On each. Yes. Both the sides will be same. Here other side also same. Here. It will settle the one section. In JavaScript, everything is possible. We can write anything. What is by line? Array two. Array two dot is. What is the here is error. Let all this one two times. Start arrow. This is the syntax of advanced step 6. Here, feet inside. Yes. Yes. So, So map and forest both are similar. Okay. But Angular React point of view, map will be used, for each will not be under the use. Okay. If you are using JavaScript, for loop, while loop, do while, for each map, all we can use in JavaScript. But once you go under the React, only map we have to use. Okay. Now there is some certain way. Okay. If map have some criteria, when we use the JSX, your React is based on JSX, JavaScript and XML. So when you use the JSX, that time you can use only map. But inside the React also we have JavaScript code only. Inside the code, if you want to run a for loop, you can use for loop, you can use do while. Okay. But in some certain condition where you are going to print the statement in the browser, there you will use only map function. For example, I'll show you one line, you will understand it easily. Then we can go next. Suppose I'll go here. In my system, there will be so many folders for the React here. Let me go to this folder only. Which folder 730? No problem. Go to Redux, no problem. Go inside here, no problem. Go inside the source code, no problem. Look at this page. And see, file extension is JS, city.js. Let open. This is the array. We have made same, no? This array, can you see this array? Similar way we have created the array today in our file. Here, what is our name? City list. But here where we have used, here const we have used. Const, small changes. After that, look here at this place. What is that? City list dot map name as we wrote today, index as we wrote today. But here it is not written console.log. It is written called return. And what is it return? As a paragraph. Okay. So map you are going to use everywhere. Now then this is what this is. You can see here. Can you see this? This is a combination of HTML and JavaScript together. Division open, division close, H1 open close. Inside this JavaScript, flower bracket is nothing but JavaScript. Okay. Here we wrote as a map function. Inside map function again inside there is a HTML code. Okay. So that is the crazy feature of your React.js. That is called JSX. JSX. Okay, HTML what we have learned, that one. JavaScript what we are learning, that one. And we will learn some rule regulation from XML. XML, okay, extensible markup language. From there we'll learn some rule regulation and we will remember the rule and we will remember our HTML. We will write HTML code only based on XML rules. After that, that's how JSX is ready. For that, 5 rules are there while creating the React file. This is based on 5 rules. See here. Inside, suppose how many cities are there? 5, 6 cities are there. So this paragraph will print how many times? Till number of element. Number element is 6. So this paragraph will print 6 times. Now this paragraph is the part of this division. If I remove this division, it will throw the error. That is the rule of JSX. 5 rules are there. In that 2 rules are useless. 3 rules are useful. So this file is made based on the 3 rules only. Okay, in that only 1 rule is used, 2 rules are not used inside. Okay. So like we can use everywhere, but when you are using the JSX, under the JSX only map will work, your for loop will not work. In Angular, the for loop, what is written here, for loop. In Angular, instead of for loop, there will be ng for, same like for loop only. But instead of for loop, for I plus plus minus minus, ng for. And inside the ng for 2 variable. One is the array, another one is your temporary variable. Here you can see in our page, this is the array, name and index is the temporary variable. Here, city list is the array, where name is the temporary variable. Once the loop is over, then name will get finished. Name will not be exist at all, but your city list will exist. Okay, so leave this example also. Come next file. Example 3. I will close this file. Array 3.js file you can create. Now write an array that will hold multiple type of values. A variable, maybe data equal to, keep inside background keep inside mango, keep inside 200, keep inside true, keep inside 200.50, keep inside pulse, keep inside some very big number. See, variable is only one and you will store the data in multiple types. That is also a very value of the array. Boolean also you can store in a array as a value. Array, you remember the definition of array? What is that?
Contagious.
Collection of what? Array is a
Collection of data which is in same text, which is stored in multiple sectors.
collection of array is a collection of similar data type. Array is a collection of similar data type. That is only definition. No? Similar data type or similar type. Similar type. See here. Inside one array, we store mango, banana, string value. 200 is the integer value. True and false is the Boolean value. 200.50 is the float value. 8884858 is what? Double value. So all type of value got stored in one array. Stored in one array only, no? See, all type of values where it is storing under the only one variable. That is called as array. So in few programming language, like suppose you have a store here, you can say a string. Here you can't store the number and all. But JavaScript, your web technology will allow in one array you can store multiple type of data type, multi data type values. Like some can be number, some can be boolean, some can be a string, some can be alphanumeric. Everything is possible to store. Now after that, when you run the loop, on third position, you will find a true. On fifth position, you will find it what? False. Correct? The map function will work for this also. For each will work for everywhere. Okay, come down. Now write it again. Data dot reverse dot map. Reverse is the function of JavaScript. Reverse is the function of JavaScript. It will reverse your array. It will reverse the array. So what will be the output? Now array is going to not print from the beginning. Now array is going to print from the last. Okay. Indirectly array got reversed. The last element becomes a first element. So it was supposed to print as a mango, but now it will print as a from where? 88848 number. Okay. Go here. And next here like this. 2 time function open close. Inside to value item colon index. Item colon index. After that, arrow key. It's called fat arrow key. Fat arrow key. Okay, now here flower bracket will write and come down. Console.log. Item also you can print. If you want, you can print index also. Ready? Git node space array3.js. It's going to print all the values. Error. Okay. Reverse. Data.reverse.map. Data.reverse.map. data. Okay, so reverse dot map. Once I open and create it. Okay. Let's go then next. You are able to print the elements. So your elements are coming in the reverse order now, right? Elements are coming in reverse order. Now, so map function, how many way you can print? This is one with index. In the previous file, you can see map function. If you want with index, then you need to follow like this. If you want without index, then we can follow like this. Let me come here and write again. Console.log. Without index. Without index. In data, data dot reverse, reverse, or we can apply or leave also. Data dot map. This you can write here again. Item, and then arrow key. Write this. That is with index. This is without index. Here in the map functions, in previous one, if I remove this, in the map function, I have followed inside one double bracket because we wanted to access the index also. Here we have not followed the double bracket. We follow only one time. See here, inside the map, directly what we did, item, and then this one. So in this, we are not able to access the index. If you want to access the index, then we will follow the double that function symbol. If you don't need of index, then we will not follow the double function symbol. Look at here. Map, how many function symbols are there? One is here where items are located, index and value, and another one is ending here. This is the one, last one. So see how light red is happening. No? You can identify yourself. Here, this one. This is open here where it is closing. It is closing. Right? This is open here. It is closing here because in this you can access the index also. Okay. Here you cannot access the index. So this is without index. If you don't need an index, then you can use this method. If you use index, you can use this method. What is that? Here you will not get the index position, but in previous example you can access the index position. So, okay, so again we'll see tomorrow. We'll work on some more array, multi-dimensional array. Follow some website. You can say there is very good website called w3schools.com. In that JavaScript has a lot of things. If we have time, we can read it. It's very good. Okay, but some read is required. Okay, so which website? W3 schools. Also, you on w3schools.com. You can go in that. See how you are running now. This way they have not run. They have used different way. We will come in that data binding. That is directly advanced part. The W3 what they have used directly advanced part where let me show you JavaScript. Learn JavaScript this year. If any example, if you go, suppose, let me go to the variables itself. If I go to variable, in the variable, there will be some example that will work in browser directly. Where let's have discussed, we are coming to this point again. So this, if I go here, click on this, try it yourself, there it will come. It will come in browser directly. It's opening. So this output, whatever is printing, this output will come here in the browser, directly in the HTML. But what we are doing as of now, this is the programming of JavaScript. We are learning how to write JavaScript. And here directly start from data binding. That is under the advanced part. Okay, so from here directly, this how it is work we can understand, but data binding how it is happening, that will make you confused. Wait, I will show you which point you need to read. Array, where is the array? Array is here. Their array also will not print directly. Their array will print in the browser directly. See here, this array here, array we have made similar. No? See here, creating an array, item 1, item 2. Next here, examples coming down. This two way we can create, but this way is not, we are not going to follow anymore in the market. This is the most demanded and required to learn. Two way we can create array. Now, if I click on anywhere here, any example directly, it will come and it will display the data. Everything will come, but directly it's come in the browser. So it says here, there are the following. These all are the elements are here. And in that 0 position, something else, this print or Opel, something. See here. This you can see something if you get some idea from here. It might be adding like position, indexing, and many more are there inside. But this all we are going to learn not directly. That will start from here. Here, that is what is here called data binding. Data binding we have in data binding in the W3 here in the browser you can see directly here what is used. Yes, directly inner HTML is used. Yes, here at this line. Inner HTML that come under this section. That we start from here, from where? From the data binding. What is the event and all, and then here the data binding will come. Inner text and inner HTML. Again, after that this part will come. That W3 has explained. W3 has explained. This point what they have explained now, that is from here. That is after half of the syllabus. This as of now what we are learning before JavaScript. It is the syntax of JavaScript. How to use the map function, how to write the for loop, how to write the program, like C programming. Syntax we are learning of JavaScript. Okay, so see you tomorrow.